and welcome to Caravan Escapades. We hope everybody's keeping safe and well. So we're away at Moreton In Marsh at the moment in the caravan, and it's all right. It's a bit wet and drizzly, a bit damp, but it tends to sort of dry up towards the afternoon. So what we thought we'd do today is we're going to take a trip out to Burford. It's about 14-15 miles away from Moreton In Marsh, so we're going to take a trip down there. We have been to Burford a few times before. We'll head down there today and we'll take a camera with us and we'll do a bit of vlogging while we're there. So we'll catch up with you in a bit. So we're just about to arrive into Burford. We're coming from, I think this is the north side, basically across the old bridge. Now there is parking available on the main road, but it is just kind of take your pick and see what you can find. It can be a little busy, particularly at times like this when people are on holidays, those sorts of things. So we're just going to cross the old bridge now. And as I was saying, you can park on the main road, but a little while back we did find this free car park. As you can see, it's signposted just up here. As you can see, there are parking spaces, and it's just set back down this church lane here. It's quite a nice little car park as well, if we can get in, that is. As you can see, there are lots of people parked all over the place. Follow it round. Excuse the windscreen wipers, obviously I'm just trying to keep your view clear. And the car park is up here over this little bridge. Let's hope there's some spaces, otherwise we're going to have to go out and find somewhere on the road.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, Darcy, mate, that's right. Yes, we're going to be fine. There's plenty of spaces. As I say, I don't think many people see that sign that says there's a car park here, and tend to sort of struggle and wait. It's really not very far of a walk into the town centre. So we're going to park up and then we shall come back. So we're all parked up. As you say, it's not a bad car park, but it can get very, very busy at times. Quite a nice one. It's worth bringing some bird feed, certainly for the ducks and the swans and things. The water's a little bit high, but as you can see, it's a nice little spot. Just at the back end of Burford. So we'll carry on walking into town and we'll come back to you in a bit. So Burford's a very traditional Cotswoldy style town. Most of the properties are built from the Cotswold stone, very historical, very quaint, as you can see. We're just walking in from the car park. And heading out towards the main road. See here, we've walked out onto the main street at the bottom, so you can kind of walk up the hill, walk down the other side, and then down to a few more shops. So we're going to take a wander up, pop in and out of a few shops, probably find somewhere to have a coffee, grab a bit of cake or a croissant, that sort of stuff, so we'll catch up in a bit. Just been into Three French Hens, definitely worth a visit if you're here. Lots of kind of knick-knacks and signs and that sort of stuff, and I've actually bought a couple of railway related signs for work. So yeah, that's the Three French Hens, definitely worth popping in. It's a shame this camera hasn't got smelly vision, because we're literally just walking past bakery on the hill, baking all day, artisan bread, pastries, buns, that sort of stuff, and the smell of fresh bread is gorgeous. We've actually been in there before. There's a little cafe area out the back as well, so that way to the bakery, that sort of stuff. So again, worthwhile popping by. Some of the larger historical buildings in Burford. Not quite sure what it is. Oh, Burford Methodist Church. It's one of the churches, quite a large building right in the middle of Burford. I've just taken a quick walk back to the to the car just to look for my phone. Seem to have left my phone or lost my phone. Hopefully left it back at the caravan. Bit of a strange feeling when you've not got your phone with you and how reliable we seem to have become with them. But I've just found this sort of little alleyway to walk down, trying to head back. Don't really know where it's taking me, but it's relatively quaint. So we decided to stop by for a coffee and something to eat. So we stopped at Honeycott's. What's the place called again? Sorry, it's called Honeycott's Coffee and Shakes. Nice enough presented inside. As I say, this we're in the back room here, and you kind of see through down into there. Drinks came relatively quickly, but we've ordered. Well, I've just had to make a second trip back to the car. Been using the Insta360 Go 2 for the vlogging, and it just came up halfway around Burford, storage full. So obviously last time I used it I didn't download, well, I downloaded it but didn't clear off the stuff I got stored in the memory. So lesson to be learned there. So one thing to note while you're in Burford, most of the public toilets I've come across you do have to pay for. So basically it's 20p a go. They're relatively clean. What I was surprised to see though inside these toilets was a sharps disposal point, so for getting rid of needles and that sort of stuff. A little bit, well, shocked, I don't know, but surprised to see that around Burford anyway. But yeah, if you want the public toilets, it's going to cost you 20p. So just on my way back from the car, it's about 11:15 now. As I say, we've been here a little over an hour, and you can see Burford has started to get quite busy now. So it is getting quite busy, quite a few tourists around. Certainly the car park was a lot busier when we went up there earlier. So I don't know how much of this is going to come out. Obviously I was using the Insta inside, but that kind of memory got full, so I've had to go and get the GoPro. As I was saying earlier on, we stopped by Honeycott's Coffee and Shakes to grab a coffee and a little bit to eat. So we ordered it. Claire ordered, I had a cappuccino, Claire had a latte, Darcy made an apple juice, and I think we had a tea cake, toasted tea cake, scone and a croissant. Coffees came relatively quickly. The food we've had to wait about half an hour for, which is slightly disappointing. We'd finished the drinks by the time the food came. My toasted tea cake was fine. Claire's scone had obviously been warmed up in the microwave, and Darcy May's croissant, it's a shame that I didn't have the camera out to show you. It was just a rubbery mess. Basically, it had obviously been warmed up in the microwave and just came out as a real sort of piece of rubber basically. So there are probably other coffee shops to try, certainly on Burford High Street.
That's not the
worst. So I would give it. So what else? Claire's just come out to join me.
He's just dropped the salads all on the floor, and the ones that didn't burst open he's put all in the containers in the fridge, and the one that's all over the floor he's just swept to the side of the counter.
Yeah, so probably worth giving that one a shot. Maybe they're just having a bad day and staff shortages and that sort of stuff, but there are other coffee shops and that sort of thing that you can try around Burford, so I would probably try those before you try Honeycott's. We've just seen this outside the Stone Gallery in Burford, so I don't know whether you can see the sign. It says look up and then you must do this, give your beloved a smacking kiss, and sadly by COVID decree you can only smile at others you see. But everyone who passes near, we want you to know we wish you all good Christmas cheer. The Marshalls, and there's a big bunch of mistletoe up there. So Claire and I have just had a big smacker anyway. We're just going to go and take a look in Walkers. We've been in this shop before on previous visits, but the new house that we're currently in the process of buying has a log burner in there. We've never had a log burner before, so we're kind of going to look at baskets and things like that and stuff that might be useful with our new log burner in the new house. So we've walked up to the top. We're kind of the top end of Burford. There is a few more houses up that way, but certainly from the road's point of view we're almost at the top there, and you can see it is getting quite busy now. So it's a busy old place, Burford, so if you are going to come, probably I would suggest you try and come early. So we're going to take a wander down the other side now. So we're just walking around and we've come across Gin and a Tin, obviously very Christmassy at the minute, and they've got a big gingerbread house there, big gingerbread cake at the back. and obviously various different gins and cakes and that sort of stuff from in there. And Claire's spotted the gin in a tin. I don't know whether you can see these big tins there. Gin in a tin. I think she fancies one of those, the big ones especially. So you can see the car park's a lot fuller now than it was from a couple of hours ago. Still maybe a couple of spaces left. So we've spent probably 2.5 hours around Burford, and I kind of guess unless you're stopping for a meal, that's about all you'll need. So we're just walking back to the car now. I hope you've enjoyed that. That's kind of giving you a bit of an insight into Burford, particularly if you've not been before. So if you're stopping around the Cotswolds, it's one of the places you can visit. So thanks very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and particularly that like button. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, certainly if you enjoyed this, that'd be a big help for us, because that certainly has an effect on the YouTube algorithms and helps to push our videos out there and make suggestions for other people that are watching them. So like, subscribe, share, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on the next one.